The Kindness Era, Human and Animal Perspectives by Kara E. Seth. Introduction and Chapter 1. Introduction. As you read through this book, at each page I invite you to remember an important message that was conveyed to me via a wise cat. It conveys the essence of this book. The message came through as follows. I received an ah sound, like the sound of the angels in movies. The cat then explained the following. The energy's being lifted up at the moment, and I felt the feeling of being pulled upwards. It felt like my heart was being tugged upwards. I saw light coming down, sort of like sunbeams, but it was light. The light wasn't everywhere. It was just coming down here and there. I asked for clarification. The cat explained that she was showing me pockets of light radiating from the cosmos into and onto people. But I noticed that it wasn't going into all people. I asked, why is it only shining into some people? The wise cat told me that they are attracting it to them. She said, they're doing good things for the world. She explained that when there's light in people, the outer, cosmic, higher vibrational light from the universe or the heavens or the cosmos is attracted to the person that is doing good things in the world. The light outside is attracted to the light within. The wise cat then said, just remember that when you are trying. Be strong, be brave. With this beautiful message in mind, may we all make our light shine brighter, and in so doing attract the highlight frequencies from the universe. With gratitude to all of the animal communicators and light workers in the world who are the voice of the animals. Thank you to our beautiful Mother Earth who continues to sustain us. We pray that we will be good stewards of the earth and keep you safe and vibrant. And a loving thank you to all of the precious animals who truly act as guardian angels to Mother Earth and to us. We are grateful for all of your blessings. We pray that all humans will soon acknowledge you for being the spiritual beings that you are, and in so doing shower you with the respect, admiration, and love that you so truly deserve. Chapter 1. Setting the Scene, the present age that we live in. In Hinduism, it is written that the fourth world cycle, or yuga, is Kali Yuga. This seems to be the current cycle that we find ourselves in. According to Hinduism, this cycle leads to the destruction of the world as we know it. During a cycle as intense as this one, we may find that there is an emphasis on certain actions and behaviors that can help to restore some balance. The Kali Yuga is perceived to be a time of darkness. During this time, virtue is largely lost. People become corrupt and cruel. Natural disasters occur and diseases emerge. We find ourselves facing all of this right now. And if we review the actions of world leaders and financial corporations, we can get a glimpse into how pervasive the corruption is. Hindu texts describe this time in no uncertain terms. It is written, quote, when there is a predominance of cheating, lying, sloth, sleepiness, violence, depression, lamentation, bewilderment, fear, and poverty, that age is Kali, the age of the mode of ignorance, end quote. And, quote, in the Kali age, people tend to be greedy, ill-behaved, and merciless, and they fight one another without good reason, end quote. Prophecies from the Bhagavata Purana and Mahabharata. As I write this, Russia is invading the Ukraine. Afghanistan has recently been taken over by the Taliban. COVID has brought disease and devastation and has thrown many people into depression and lamentation, and evoked social anxiety in many. There is a food shortage in various countries. Many people are experiencing fear and poverty, not just in third world countries, but in war-torn countries and areas that have been ravaged by natural disasters. Many politicians appear to be painted with the same brush. Enlightened leadership is sorely lacking. There are so many factors in our world right now that coincide with the description of the Kali Yuga. Tender-hearted people of the world may not be aware of the overwhelming tragedies that are taking place because it is difficult to learn of these things, and we prefer to focus our attention on happier things. The media also decides what to show and can grossly affect politics and the mentality of the masses for vested reasons and interests. The Hindu writings go on to say, quote, "And when men become fierce and destitute of virtue and carnivorous and addicted to intoxicating drinks, then the end part of the Kali age will come." End quote. Prophecies from the Bhagavata Purana and Mahabharata. These writings seem to describe our current society. At this time in our history, there seem to be so many people who are asleep or spiritually unawake. There is so much suffering, so much materialism, so many mental health issues, major religious institutions involved in unscrupulous behavior, such as the rampant child sexual abuse within the Catholic Church that has affected so many people in so many countries, the #MeToo movement, drug smuggling and addiction, human trafficking, and the cruelty inflicted on and killing of billions of animals each day around the world to satisfy human appetites and addictions. You may wonder why this book is opening with such grim information. We need to acknowledge what is happening in the world to some extent. It isn't pleasant, but if we get a sense of what is happening, we also get a sense of the urgency that there is for positive change. We can all be a force for positivity and light within the world if we choose to be. In doing so, we realize again why it is so important to be attracting love and light to our planet right now. As you may know, one way that we can do this is to raise our vibrational frequency. There are various ways that we can do this. One critical way that is often overlooked is adopting a vegan diet. This helps in so many ways to bring love and light to our planet, and helps each individual to become a source of hope for humans, animals, and the earth. And the time right now is so vital. Being vegan is a way that we can be kindness in action, a way to lift our vibration and attract light to us and our world. In direct opposition to this are the human beings and animal beings who are in a state of suffering and despair. In such a state, how can one attract light and higher energy? Humans have become disempowered as our consciousness has been quashed. We also disempower and quash the consciousness of the animals. We keep billions of the sweet animals in appalling conditions, in physical suffering, emotional anguish, mental hopelessness, and spiritual darkness. How can they bring the blessings to our earth that they were intended to bring when they are treated so abhorrently and their divine nature and intelligence are suppressed? As Vegan Buddha Guru wrote in the online article Vegan Kali Yuga, quote, "In this fallen state of consciousness of Kali Yuga, it is as if everyone is sleeping. We need to awaken to enlightenment, to liberate ourselves and others, to accept the responsibility of our karma, and to purify ourselves. This process begins with a vegan diet and lifestyle." End quote. These sentiments are shared in other spiritual lineages and traditions. For example, Chief Phil Lane Jr. of the Ihangtuan, Dakota, and Chickasaw nations in the USA has given similar insights, acknowledging this dark time that we are facing. He has said, quote, "How can we come out of this deep, deep, deep hole we're in of darkness? The elders said this. They said, the moral, the spiritual dimension of development is inescapable. You cannot build healthy communities, healthy nations, healthy families, healthy human beings on lies and greed and selfishness. They have to be built in kindness, compassion, forgiveness, respect, justice. That's the foundation." End quote. Chief Phil Lane Jr. has embraced a vegan diet himself and has even spoken at the Compassion Consortium, which holds spiritual services with spiritual practices such as prayer and meditation. Speaking of people who advocate for animals and the planet, animal communicators provide a unique perspective by passing on messages directly from the animals. Many animal communicators share vegan Buddha gurus' views that a vegan diet is a tremendous way to awaken to enlightenment and to liberate ourselves and others. Let's discover the wisdom that the animal communicators share.